Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. We got some 1961 Milwaukee Braves here on June 7th, 1961. Milwaukee be traveling up to Cincinnati, Ohio to take on the Reds. Let's look at the Braves starting lineup here for the game on June 7th. Leading off playing right field is May. Batting second, playing second is Bowen. Batting third, playing third is Matthews. And batting fourth, playing center field is Aaron. Batting fifth, playing first base is Adcock. Batting sixth, playing left field is Thomas. Batting seventh, doing the catching is Torrey. Batting eighth, playing shortstop is McMillan. And on the mound, doing the pitching for the Milwaukee Braves is Nottebart. Let's take a look at the hometown Cincinnati Reds starting lineup for today's game. Leading off, playing shortstop is Casco. Batting second, playing second is Blasingame. Batting third, playing center field is Penson. Batting fourth, playing right field is Robinson. Batting fifth, playing left field is Lynch. Batting sixth, playing first base is Coleman. Batting seventh, playing third base is Freeze. Batting eighth and doing the catching is Zimmerman. And on the mound, batting ninth, doing the pitching for the Reds is Hunt. Let's get this game started in Cincinnati, folks. And the first pitch to May. He gets a hold of this one, folks. And he drives that ball in the right center field gap for a double. Robinson comes over and fires it in. And May's got a stand-up double to start this game off for the Braves. Got Frank Bolin up now. The man on second. See, can I see something here? Get to the ballpark or not? No. Alrighty. Just thinking out loud. Here's the pitch to Frank. And that's going to be a single over second. And May's going to score. And just like that, the Braves take a 1-0 lead here. The top of the first. Brings up Eddie Matthews now with Frank on at first. Here's the pitch to Eddie. And that ball is hit down the second. Blasingame will go over to Casco covering. They'll get the lead runner, but they're not going to be able to double up Matthews. That puts Matthews on at first now for Henry Hank Aaron. Here's the pitch to Aaron. And that ball is swung on and missed. Strike three. Aaron goes down on strikes. Brings up Joe Adcock now. And that ball is hit down the third. Freeze will go the short way over to Blasingame covering. And that'll win the inning. But the Braves do score one. We go to the bottom of the first. Braves 1, Reds coming up the bat. Casco, Blasingame, and Penson do up here for the Reds. Here's the pitch to Eddie. And Eddie wraps that ball in the right field for a single. Just like the Braves, they get the lead runner on. Difference is theirs is only a single, where May had a double for the Braves. Here's Blasingame up now with Eddie on at second. That ball is hit back to the mound. I'm sorry, no, it's not. He's a swing and a miss, strike three. Blasingame goes down swinging. Brings up Mr. Pence now with Eddie still on at first. And that ball is hit down the third. Matthews' only play is to go to first. So Eddie heads down the second as Penson's thrown out. So you got a runner on second now with 2 outs for Mr. Robinson. And he lifts that ball in the left field. Thomas is there. He's under it and makes the last out. Leave one on. We go to the top of the second. Milwaukee 1, Cincinnati nothing. Thomas, who just made the catch out there and left, leads off. Torrey's next, and then McMillan here in the second. Excuse me. And that's a swing and a miss. Frank goes down on strikes. Comes Mr. Torrey now. Torrey lifts that ball in the left field. Jerry Lynch is out there covering that ground. He makes the catch. 2 out. Mr. McMillan's up now. And Mac gets a walk. He takes that base on balls. Trots on down to first. At the very least, that gets the pitcher out of the way. He won't be leading off the third. Here's Notebook. Let's see if he can do some damage out. No, he hits that ball in the right field. Frank Robinson's out there. He's got it. That's the third out. So the Braves leave 1 on. We go to the bottom of the second. Milwaukee Braves 1. Cincinnati Reds nothing. Lynch, Coleman, and Freeze due up here for the Reds. And the pitch from Notebook. He lifts that ball into center field. Hank's got room out there. He's under it and 1 down. Brings up Gordon Coleman now. And that's a swing and a miss, folks. And Linda Ronstadt said that was a blue by you. Coleman goes back to the bench shaking his head. That brings up Freeze now with 2 outs, nobody on. And that ball is hit down the short. McMillan up with it. He fires over to Adcock, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go to Reds. We go to the third. We got the top of the order due up. May, Bolin, and Matthews. Lee doubled his first time up and scored. Here's the pitch to May this time. And he hits that ball down the second. Blasingame fields it. Fires over to Coleman. 1 down. Frank Bolin up now. Frank was 1 for 1. He singled and drove in Lee May in the first. Let's see if he can keep this going. And that's a swing and a miss. Frank goes down on strikes. 2 outs. Here's Eddie. Eddie's 0 for 1. And he drives that ball into deep right field. That ball is back. That ball is far. That ball bounces off the wall. And Eddie's going to find himself standing down at second base with a double. Brings up the Mr. Henry Aaron with a runner in scoring position, 2 outs. Now, are they going to pitch to Henry? Or are they going to walk him and pitch to Adcock? I say they're going to walk Mr. Henry Aaron. They're going to pitch to Adcock. First and second have a force at every base with 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Adcock. And that ball is deep. That ball is far. That ball is gone, folks. He says, walk Henry freaking Aaron and pitch to me. That's a home run, folks. Over the right field fence. That's a 3-run homer. Joe Adcox makes it pay. Brings up Frank Thomas now. Here's the pitch to Frank. Braves up 4-0. And that ball is hit down the second. That'll end the inning. Blasingame fields it. He fires the first. Braves add 3 more on Joe Adcock's home run and lead this game 4-0. Got the bottom part of the order due up here for the Reds, Zimmerman, Hunt, and then Casco. We'll start this third inning down by 4. And that's going to be ball one on Zimmerman. And he hits that ball down the second. Boland's up with it. He fires over the first one out. Brings up Mr. Hunt. Can he help his own calls out here? He's hitting 250 on the year. Not a bad hitting pitcher. Here's the pitch to Ken. And that's a swing and a miss. He goes down on strikes. Brings up Eddie Casco. Eddie singled his first time up. And he lifts that ball in the center field. Easy play for Aaron. And that'll do it. 1, 2, 3, go to Reds. The Reds have lost 6 in a row, where the Braves have won 7 in a row and taken over the lead here in the National League. We go to the top of the fourth. We got Torrey, McMillan, and Notebert due up the bottom part of the Braves lineup. Here's the pitch to Joe. And Joe gets a hold of this, folks. And that ball is deep. That ball is far. That ball is back. Robinson looks up and just watches it leave the park. Joe Torre, a solo home run here to start the fourth inning. And it's quickly 5-0 Bravo's. There's Mr. McMillan. That ball is deep. That ball is back. And Frank makes the catch at the wall, though. Matt gave it a ride, just didn't have enough oomph. He had to eat one more spoonful of Cheerios this morning. Here's Notebert up now. Don's 0 for 1, flew out the right field his first time up. And he's going to give left field a try. Jerry Lynch is out there. He roams over, and that's 2 outs here in the fourth. Brings up Lee May now. May's 1 for 2 and scored a run. And he hits that ball in the right field. Frank Robinson's got it. And that's the 3rd out, folks. But the Braves score 1 on the Joe Torre home run and take a 5-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the fourth. Well, the top of the order due up here for the Reds. Hey, Dave. Blasting game, Pence and Robinson. See if the Reds can get anything going here. Down by 5. And that is swung on and missed, strike 3. Newberg's pitching a heck of a game here so far, folks. Comes Mr. Penson. You guys check out Dave Little's channel. He does wrestling and does his Sunday Lord special. Check that out, guys. Great channel. And what's Penson going to do? That is a foul ball, strike 1 on Veda. And he lifts the 0-1 pitch into the left field. Frank Thompson ranges over to the line, makes the catch, 2 down. And now Mr. Robinson. Hey, Mr. Robinson. Here comes Frankie. Frank, he drives that ball into the ground. It's heading down the second. The other Frank Boland comes up with it. He fires over to Joe Adcock. 1, 2, 3, go the Reds again. Like I say, Notebert pitching a heck of a game here for the Braves. As we go to the top of the 5th, you got Boland, Matthews, and Aaron. Oh, you're welcome, Dave. Like I say, it's a great channel. I enjoy it. Here's the pitch to Frank. And that ball is hit down to second base. Blasting game's up with it. He fires over to Coleman. It's 1 out here in the 5th. Here comes Mr. Matthews. Eddie's 1 for 2. He's doubled and hit into a fielder's choice. And he's going to hit that ball down the Blasting game. They might want to pick on somebody else this inning because Blasting game's doing all right down there. Here comes Henry. Hank Aaron. He's 0 for 1, was intentionally walked right before Adcock hit the home run. So here's the pitch to Henry. And that ball is hit down the 3rd. Freeze is up with it. He fires over to Coleman. 1, 2, 3, go the Braves. Ken Hutt settled down a little bit now after giving up runs in the 3rd and 4th. We go to the bottom of the fifth. We got Lynch, Coleman, and Freeze due up. Jerry's 0 for 1. He flew out the center his first time up. He isn't going to fly out the center this time. He drives that ball down the third baseline. He's rounding second as a brown-eyed, handsome man, and he's going to be in there. Lynch is starting this inning off with a double. It's only the second hit off of NOTTEBART. So we got Lynch on at second for Mr. Gordon Coleman. And that's a swing and a miss. He strikes out Coleman. Nice rebound here by Don. It's a big first out. Keeps Lynch down at second for Freeze. That ball's hit down the short. McMillan makes Lynch go back the second. I didn't hold him. Darn it. Sorry about that, folks. Got to go back. Got Lynch heading down the third, and he was supposed to hold. As soon as I hit the enter button, knew that I messed up. There we go. That brings Zimmerman up now with 2 outs and Lynch on at second. And that ball is hit into right field. May's on his horse. He's going back. He makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. And they waste the lead-off double. Lynch. You go to the top of the sixth with your score: Milwaukee Braves 5, Cincinnati Reds nothing. We got Joe Adcock, Frank Thomas, and Joe Torre due up here for the Braves. Here's the pitch to Adcock. He homered his last time with that 3-run homer. And that ball is back. That ball is far. Frank Robinson reaches up and makes the catch just short of the warning track. Joe gave it a ride, but not quite this time. Here comes Frank Thomas now. Frank is 0 for 2. He struck out and grounded out the his second time up. And he's going to give left field a try, but Lynch is out there. He's got it. Easy out. Down now for Mr. Joe Torre. Joe is 1 for 2 with that home run his last at bat. He lifts that ball in the center field, but plenty of room out there for Mr. Beta Penson. He makes the catch. The Braves go down 1-2-3 here in the sixth. Ken Hutt's due to lead off the sixth. I think we're going to have a pitch hitter for him. Down by 5. And they got a 7-game losing streak. See who they're going to bring in here to pitch hit. I think they're going to bring in Mr. Gus Bell. Gus is going to come in to pitch hit. All righty. It'll be Gus Bell, Eddie Casco, and Don Blessing game to start this sixth inning for the Reds. Here's the pitch to Gus. And that ball is hit down the third. Matthew fields it near the line. Fires across the diamond. And that's 1 out here in the sixth. Brings up Eddie Casco. Eddie's going to hit this ball down to McMillan. McMillan up with it. Fires over the first. Adcock with 2 outs here in the sixth. Don Blasting game's up now. Don's 0 for 2. He struck out both times. See if NOTTEBART can do the hat trick on him here. No, he gets a piece of this one though. And he hits it down Frank at second. Over to Joe. 1, 2, 3, go to Reds. We got McMillan, NOTTEBART, and May due up here. See who the Reds are going to bring in the pitch. Looks like it's going to be Mr. Howie Nunn coming in the pitch. Like I say, he'll be facing the bottom part of the order here. McMillan, Noteberg, and then the top of the order. So here's the pitch to Roy. And that ball is wide and outside. He starts off the inning by walking McMillan. Noteberg's going to try to sacrifice him on down the second with a 5-run lead. Try to add a little bit to it. That ball is bunted back to the pitcher rather hard. Nunn comes up with it. He fires down the Eddie covering second. That'll be 1-6. They get the lead runner. That puts NOTTEBART on at first. With 1 out for Lee May. Lee's 1 for 3. Start this game off with that single. And they plunked Lee May. Nunn's been wowed here. I don't think he did that on purpose, but he just plunked him. Both runners that's on base. Now a hit batter. It brings up Frank Bolin now. Runners on first and second and only 1 out. And Frank is 1 for 3. He singled in the first. And he hits that ball down the short. Casco up with it. He fires over the blasting game over to Coleman. That's your 6-4-3 inning double play. So we go to the 7th inning stretch, folks. Your score after 7, well, not after 6.5 rather, is 5-0 Milwaukee. Noteberg's got Pinson, Robinson, and Lynch due up here, the heart of the lineup. Here's the pitch to Veda. That ball is squared up. Veda got that one. He drove that into the gap. Aaron and Mays converging. Aaron gets over there after it rolls to the wall. Fires it in. But Pinson's got himself a stand-up double, folks. Brings up Frank Robinson. Here with a runner on at second, nobody out in the 7th. And that ball is hit down the second. And Pinson will find his way down the 3rd. As Frank goes over to Joe for the first out of the game. Braves will play back here. Lynch up. Pinson on at 3rd with a 5-run lead. That ball is hit in the right field. Is it deep enough to score Pinson? Yes, it is. May throws the ball in at second. That's 2 outs. But the Reds get on the board. Make it a 5-1 game. Here's Mr. Jerry Coleman up now. Gordon Coleman, rather, up now. With nobody on 2 outs. And he's going to walk. He trots on down the first. If you're a Braves fan, not what you want to see here. Want to make them earn their way on. Brings up Mr. Freeze. See if he can keep this inning going. And that ball is hit down to Eddie at 3rd. Matthews fires over the Adcock. And that'll end the inning, folks. But the Reds score 1. We go to the top of the 8th. Milwaukee Braves 5, Cincinnati Reds 1. We got the heart of the lineup due up here for the Braves. Matthews, Aaron, and Adcock. See what happens here against Mr. Nunn. They'd like to get him through this inning. He's due up second. Here's the pitch to Matthews. And that is going to be hit down the 3rd on a pop-up. Matthews calls everybody off in fair territory. Freeze calls everybody off in fair territory, and Matthews is out. Here's Hank Aaron. He's over 2 with a walk and scored on the Adcock home run. And he hits that ball in the deep center field, but not deep enough, folks. Penson's got that. That's 2 outs. Here comes Mr. Joe Adcock now with that 3-run homer. And he swings and misses. None gets him. That'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Braves. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's still Milwaukee 5, Cincinnati 1. Like I say, we got Zimmerman, a pitch hitter, and then Eddie Casco due up here for the Reds. Here's the pitch to Zimmerman. And that ball is hit down the short. McMillan up with it. He fires over the first. That's the big first out here in the 8th. He's going to pitch hit here for none. I think Bell was the only lefty on the bench. He was. I think they're going to bring in Chancone here. Chancone's going to pitch hit for none. All right, Chancone's up now with 1 out, nobody on here in the 8th. And he hits that ball down to Frank Bolin at second. Frank fields it easy. Throws over to Adcock. Quickly 2 down here. Now Casco's up. And Eddie's 1 for 3. He singled in the first, flew out, and grounded out after that. He's going to hit that ball in the center field. Hank gets on the bicycle, runs it down, and that is 1, 2, 3, go to Reds. Now let's see who they're going to come in here to pitch the 9th. Looks like Henry hasn't pitched in a while here. Even though this isn't a save opportunity, they're going to get him some work in. So here comes Bill Henry in. So Henry's going to be facing Thomas, Torrey, and McMillan here in the top of the 9th, trying to keep this a 4-run game. Hopefully the Reds can have a miracle comeback here. 34, that's a fly ball to center field. Penson's got it. 1 down for the Reds. Brings up Joe Torrey, who homered in this game. He is 1 for 3. Here's the pitch to Joe. Joe hits that ball in the left field. Lynch is going back, but he makes the catch out there in left field. And Joe's out. Brings up Mack up now. Roy is 0 for 1. He's walked twice. And he's flown out the right field his other time up. And they walked McMillan again. They're scared of Mack today. Brings up Notebook. Let's see if they can make him pay for pitching to him. He is 0 for 3. He's flown out the right. He's flown out the left, and he's hit into a fielder's choice. And then he hits the ball down the short, and Casco is going to go the short way over to Blasingame, and that ends the 9th, folks. And Notebook pitch a complete game here, or will the Cincinnati Reds make a great comeback? They got the top of the order due up here against him. Blasingame, Penson, and Robinson. Okay. Blasingame is 0 for 3. He struck out twice and then grounded out the second. It's 3rd time up. And that's a swing and a miss. And he's got the hat trick. Notebook strikes him out for the 3rd time. comes Veda Pinson up now. Veda's 1 for 3. He's grounded out the third, flown out the left, and got a double his last time up. And he lines that right back to Don. That's a quick 2 outs here in the ninth. Reds are down to the last at bat. All up to Mr. Robinson to keep this game going. Here's the pitch to Frank. And he pops that up. Joe throws off the mask in foul territory. Looks up. Ball's coming down into the glove. And that is it, folks. The Braves win. The Braves win. 5-1. Let's take a look at the box score. Like I say, that's their 8th win in a row, and I think that's the Reds' 7th loss in a row. What a difference a week makes here. The Braves, 5 runs on 5 hits. The Reds, 1 run on 3 hits. Neither team hit the ball much, but the Braves hit those home runs when they needed it. You had Adcock with the 3-run homer and Torrey with the solo shot. Then Matthews drove in Lee May the first inning. And like I say, the poor Reds going only 3 hits. Who had the hits? Casco had a hit. Pinson had a double. So did Lynch, and that was all she wrote. Noteberg, hell of a pitching job. That's for sure. Noteberg, 9 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, walked 1, struck out 6. Ken Hunt, 6 innings, only 5 hits, but he gave up the big bombs. 5 runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. And like I said, the 2 home runs. The bullpen did their job. Nunn came in and pitched 2 innings, walked 1, struck out 1. Henry came in to get some work. He walked 1, but that was it. Let's do some fast play here. We got 3 National League games. You got the Pirates out in California taking on the Dodgers in LA. You got the left arm of God, Sandy Koufax, pitching for the Dodgers in this game. And Koufax gets the win. He shuts out the Pirates. No runs on 6 hits and no errors for the Pirates. The Dodgers, 8 runs on 10 hits and no errors. Now you got the other Pennsylvania team out in California taking on the Giants in San Francisco. Let's see what happens out here. And the Phils get the win out in San Francisco. 3 runs on 7 hits and 2 errors. The Giants only 2 runs on 4 hits and an error. And the last game here on June 7th is the Cubs traveling down to the hated Cardinals in St. Louis. Let's see what happens here. Big rivalry game. And the Cardinals fans leave unhappy as the Cubs win on 5 runs, 9 hits, and 2 errors. And the Cardinals 2 runs on 7 hits and an error. So let's take a look at the standings here in the National League after June 7th. Stadium bars. Exactly, Dave. Yeah. Noteberg, like I say, a heck of a pitching game. Surprised me. So you got the Braves out in front of the Cubs by 2. The Cardinals are 3 games back, and the Reds are now 3.5. Like I say, they've lost 7 straight, and the Braves have won 8 straight. Giants are 6.5 back, and you got the Dodgers and the Pirates now are 8 games back, and the Phils are 9 games back. Like I say, check out Dave Little's channel. And if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for reminders, and on your way out of Cincinnati, Ohio, hit that like button and leave a comment. Till next time, y'all have a great day and take care.